What's up, everybody? It's Enes here. Welcome to another episode. Today we're in the Hollywoodland neighborhood of Los Angeles, and we're going to tour the property right behind me. In fact, this home has a lot of Hollywood history to it, and it is located right underneath the Hollywood sign.
Wait a minute, let's back it up a little bit. In 1910, the American film industry was exploding, but no one expected that a suburb of Los Angeles that had recently banned movie theaters would soon become the industry's world capital. Hollywood was in many ways the perfect place for movies. Year-round sun enabled year-round productions, and the town grew faster than the wildfires that raged alongside it. In 1923, two developers purchased 500 acres filled with oak trees and steep hillside just above the town and called it Hollywoodland. They cut winding streets with steep hillside lots ranging from $2,500 to $55,000. The plan was to build a gated community for the movie people who recently jumped on the world's newest stage. To advertise, the developers spent $21,000 to build the now iconic Hollywood sign, illuminated by 4,000 incandescent bulbs which shone so brightly that they could be seen by all of Los Angeles below. The home we will be touring today was one of the original Hollywoodland model homes built in 1926. It was designed by John Delario, a prominent architect during the 20s. Originally styled as a Norman castle, the home showcased the unique style of the newly developed neighborhood. Wildfires destroyed the home in the 1960s, but the granite retaining and exterior walls thankfully remain intact both then and today. As we walk through the property, take note of these granite structures which remain intact due to the quality of the original construction and the careful restoration by the developer.
So the property address is 6201 Rogerton Drive. It has 6 bedrooms, 8 baths, 6,359 square feet, and it is listed for $5,295,000. Let's go take a look. Before we start talking about the exterior of the home, I want to thank the listing agent, Mccollum, for allowing us to tour his amazing listing. So let's talk about the exterior of the home. This retaining wall right here was the original element of the castle that was built here in 1926. In fact, the material that they used is the granite that was locally sourced, and you can actually still see the clay pipes, original clay pipes for the drainage system. That's really cool. Then over here, we have the front door that leads you to the staircase, spiral staircase that takes you up all the way to the 5th level. Then over here, we have the garage door, stucco finish, 2nd floor balcony, and an additional staircase that takes you up to the 2nd floor as well.
I see a lot of these moderns with stucco finishes that have these kinds of vines that drape over the garage door. Is there any reason they do that?
Well, that's to soften up the space a little bit. Stucco sometimes looks a little bit harsh or blank, so bringing pop of color and greenery, it just kind of ties in that organic look.
That makes sense. So guys, this right here is the main stairwell. It leads from the 1st floor all the way up to the 5th floor. Y'all stick around. Each floor we go up, the house gets even cooler and even more interesting. We're gonna hit this 1st floor to top floor.
So let's start the 1st floor. So as we enter the property, on the right hand side we have the garage. So before we go to the 2nd floor, I want to show you guys the garage real quick. It's actually a really good sized garage right here. Perfect for 2 cars. You can partially see some of the steel work for the structure of the home. And this is where the elevator is. That takes you up all the way up to 5th floor. And right here is a little cool sized workshop area in case you want to have that right next to your garage. So on the 2nd floor, we have the maid's quarters right here. It's actually a really good room right here. This is the living room area for the maid's quarters, and you can actually see the exposed steel work for the entire home. This is 5-story home, so there's actually a lot of steel elements. This room also has a little bit of a balcony space, goes up to that staircase that I showed you guys on the outside. And if you go this way, we have the elevator right here that I showed you guys on the 1st floor. And in here is the small bedroom that has its own bathroom, but even the maid's quarters bathroom is nicely done with a walk-in shower. at the third level now, and this is where we have the bar, movie theater, additional room, and actually the wine cellar right here. So let me take you guys in. Of course, this room is temperature controlled. It's actually really good size here. They have the shelving here, but I feel like you can actually put much more additional cabinetry here. Overall, a good space. I like this glass and steel door that they used. It just kind of opens up the space, makes it feel much more free. Then on this side, we have the bar setup right here. And I mean, it literally looks like an additional kitchen because you have a lot of bar seating here. You have much more cabinetry. It's actually the same cabinetry that they use on the kitchen. We have more open shelving right here, additional cabinetry. This is actually where you have your wine fridge, copper sink, and you have these additional shelving here to show your beautiful hardware.
What kind of countertops are these? These are kind of unique.
I actually don't know much material exactly, but they have the leather finish. You can actually feel the texture. And Mikey, why don't you come close right here? So the developer put this beveled edge right here. This is the first time I've seen this countertop detail. And in my opinion, it looks really cool. It kind of softens up that really modern finishes because again, when they remodeled this home, they wanted to have a little bit of a softer historic touch, but yet bring all the modern and new details, such as these light fixtures. These are prime good example of brass light fixtures that has a lot of character. Underneath the bar seating is lit up as well. And Mikey, why don't you come over right here? We have a half bathroom right here that serves this floor, which is really cool. I like these marble tile design, the mosaic design that they came up with, and really cool sink. I mean, this gotta be some sort of a custom order. I've never seen something nicely detailed like that. So now we're back into this living room area right here, but it has a special purpose.
So y'all might wonder, why would they have these couches just perfectly centered on this window? It's because these drapes actually close and a screen comes down and you have a projector up here on the ceiling. Pretty nice theater setup.
Exactly. So not only can actually utilize this room, look at the view, it's actually a really nice entertainment area. As you close the drapes, it turns into a projector, movie theater, which is really cool, talking about multi-purpose room right there. As we go this way, we have the elevator right here, and we have an additional room. What's cool about that is that the staircase from the first floor comes all the way up here. In case you have a guest, they can straight access to their room from here. It's actually good size, and of course has its own bathroom and the closet. And I mean, all I see is details throughout this entire property. The molding detail, white oak floors, and even the guest bathroom is nicely done. Marble floors, quartz countertop, brass light fixtures, and these glazed subway tiles, which are really cool. Again, ties in that little bit of the older look, but with modern finishes. So that's pretty much it for the third floor. Now we're gonna go up to the fourth floor where we have the living room, kitchen, and all the open space so we can really talk about this home. So now we're on the fourth level at this home, and I want to talk about the spiral staircase. It's actually an open riser staircase, which means you have the thread, then you have the riser. So when you have an open riser, it just feels a little bit more free and open. So now we're on the landing of the fourth floor, and actually on my left hand side we have the living room area, formal living room, and on the right hand side we have the dining room, additional living room area, and the kitchen and access to the backyard. So why don't we start with the living room? So what I like about this living room is actually nicely sunken into the fourth level of this home. It's nice and open. We have these glass doors that accordions all the way into the wall, so it's nice and open. And I want to talk about this living room a little bit. So we have white oak floors, white walls, nice and clean space, beautiful brass light fixtures throughout, and we have a fireplace right here that is wood and gas burning. So I want to take you guys also outside. So we have an additional retaining wall right here, original from 1926, that floats around the entire living room area. And as we were walking, I want to talk a little bit about how they built this house.
Now that we're on the fourth floor, I want to go back and explain the complexity of this build and what the developers had to go through to expand the home while maintaining the historical elements. What was left and rebuilt from the old castle was the fourth and the fifth floors after the 1960s wildfire. When these developers took over this project, they wanted to add 3 additional levels, which meant digging into the hillside to create more square footage. This may sound simple in theory, but being located on the hillside and working around a historical landmark meant big engineering challenges. To accomplish that, they poured oversized concrete footers, retaining walls, and caissons to retain the soil underneath the house and make sure that new addition was sitting on a solid foundation. From there, steel was used to frame the addition from the first floor all the way to the 5th floor, including the spiral staircase. After the completion of the steelwork, wood framing was padded to the steel beams to complete the rest of the build with traditional framing.
I find it crazy that these original walls right here are almost 100 years old, that they were even able to build houses in the hills up here 100 years ago. Because, I mean, look around us. The terrain is crazy. A lot of elevation changes.
I mean, there's a lot of true Hollywood history around here, which is really, really cool. So I want to kind of take you guys over here. We have an additional exterior patio space right here, so you can enjoy the view. And this is actually a great place to like hang out and have parties. You can actually have all these people overflowing your living room space. And patio continues this way, and we have the staircase right here that goes out to the backyard space. And let me flow you guys back into the living room. So let's go back to the landing of the 4th floor, which is right here. We have an additional half bathroom over here. Every single bathroom in this house is kind of nicely done and kind of have their own personal touch to it. Leather countertops, marble floors, nice and private with these beautiful brass light fixtures throughout. And as we go back to the 4th floor's landing area, we have this beautiful spiral staircase again, and all these windows bringing all that natural light in, beautiful brass light fixtures. Just very tastefully done throughout. And dining room area. What I like about this dining room area is kind of a nicely established room, but it actually has its own balcony, and you can really enjoy the view out here. Again, you're having people over, you're having dinner parties. It's nice to have a balcony off of your dining room area so you can enjoy this view and really have an indoor-outdoor feel. From the dining room area, I want to take you guys back into this small, more informal living room area right here. I feel like this will be used the most because it's right off the kitchen as well. Nice and cozy. It's good space, built-in speakers, and I mean, details continue. These wall sconces, and look at the molding detail that they have all the way to the baseboards. I feel like they're exactly the same like the countertops, which we're about to see again as well. So we have a small dining room right here off of the kitchen, and let's talk about the cabinetry here. I want to take my time. First detail I'm seeing is that the bottom of these cabinets are all open. It actually makes the space feel much bigger and kind of spacious, and it's easier to clean as well. And then you have your upper cabinetry, your glazed tile backsplash, and the same countertop recessed design is also here throughout. And what I like is that they did two-tone cabinetry. Island is a little bit darker with this lettered finished countertop. Really, really cool. Very nice light fixtures.
You said leathered?
Lettered finish, so it has a texture to it.
Yeah, we can see the texture right here.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah.
It's like old worn out leather. And then you have your granite sink right here looking to your backyard. And let's talk about this piece right here. It's Le Cornu, I hope I said it right, gas stove right here, which looks like an art piece on its own, which is very, very cool. And as I go this way, we have an elevator right here, and we have more cabinetry, your pantry space, your built-in appliances, and your fridge and refrigerator right here. And that pretty much wraps up the kitchen. Now I want to take you guys to the backyard. So here we are at the backyard of this home. We have a nice grass area right here. It's actually a nice flat pad that leads you to your pool area, but we also have a driveway here that is gated that comes up all the way here in case you want to park additional cars and get an access to your kitchen really easily. It's a perfect landing spot. And as we go upstairs, since there's a lot to talk about in this backyard, I want to show you guys this pool area. It's a nice flat pad in case you want to sunbathe and just simply enjoy the views of Hollywood Hills. This is a perfect place. I like that they did an infinity edge for the pool. It's nice and clean, and it's nicely proportioned backyard. And of course, you have your raised spa to really maximize your pool.
What does that water feel like?
It's pretty cold.
It's been kind of cold in LA, guys.
It is.
It's been unseasonably cold, even though it's wintertime.
I mean, you cannot stop and talk about that view, but it's simply amazing. Again, all those castles, it's nice and peaceful here. And since this property is so elevated high up, you really get a nice view of the city. And then you have a small pool house right here with its own sink, and you can actually see a portion of these retaining walls here. And in fact, these are the ties they use to keep the forms together while they pour the concrete. So that's why it has this wood texture almost. It's from the forms that they have used. And we have a bathroom right here. Again, pool house. They use the same glazed tile, marble floors. I mean, this pool house bathroom is like, it could be in a $10 million home.
Yeah.
It's that nice.
And that's herringbone below you, right?
That's right.
Props to Ennis for teaching me what herringbone was.
There you go. So I want to take you guys to a cool little area, which is to the rooftop of the pool house, which is really, really cool. As if views were not great throughout the entire property, it's even better up here because you're a little bit more high up. And again, it's all about enjoying these canyon views, looking down your pool and having additional interior space.
What would you do with this space up here?
Honestly, I would just put a barbecue, and when you throw a backyard party, I feel like this would be a great space to utilize, have dinners, and just simply enjoy. And that's pretty much it for the 4th floor and the backyard. Now we're gonna go to the 5th floor to check out all the bedrooms. So I just stepped off the dining room area and we're back to the 4th floor landing. And as I go upstairs, we're going to the 5th floor, which has all the bedrooms. And we have a nice little hallway here, and it's kind of a cool space. You can actually look down to your 4th floor. And on the left-hand side, we have the master bedroom, which we'll get to in a minute. And we have 2 additional bedrooms on this wing. So as we go through this hallway to go to those 2 bedrooms, we have a nice closet right here and a utility room for your washer and dryer. Good space, to the point, and it's convenient right off your bedrooms. And as we keep walking, we have the 1st bedroom right here, closet space, good sized room, really nice view of the canyon. And of course, this bedroom has its own bathroom, same glazed tile design. You have your vanity, just a nice bathroom for the bedroom. So we get out of this bedroom and go back to the hallway. Right next to that bedroom, we have another bedroom here, nice and spacious. This one is actually situated towards the back of the home. You can see the backyard area right there, nice and spacious, really cool light fixture.
And I gotta ask you, Ennis, do you know who this is right here?
I don't. I work a lot.
This is James Dean.
Wow, I know he's famous.
He is famous, yeah.
And we have a balcony for this bedroom, which again, all about enjoying the view. And I mean, it's so nice to be up here. You can almost see the Hollywood sign from up here. Back to the bedroom. I want to show you guys the bathroom of this bedroom right here.
And a really nice bathroom for the size.
Yeah, it's really nice. Open, you have those marble floors, and again, glazed tiles throughout. Nice and good space. It's kind of warm. They have a lot of yellow light and Edison bulbs throughout this entire property, so it feels a little bit more cozy. And you have your toilet set up right here. Just a cool space. And I mean, when we're talking about details, even your AC diffusers kind of match the design of the home. So now let's go back to the hallway so we can take a look at the master bedroom. Back in the hallway, walking towards the master bedroom. So this area right here is where the master bedroom starts. It's kind of like a landing area for the master. You have your security cameras, and even right here, you get a little bit of a peek of the hills and the canyon. And as we walk this way, we have the closet and the bathroom on this side, which we'll get in a minute. So, talking about this room, if you guys recall some of the exterior shots, you guys probably saw a lot of windows on the 5th floor. Well, that's the master, right? It gets a lot of natural light Great open space, feels very cozy. Your built-in speakers, recessed lights, everything is here. You get amazing views of everything really. You get the canyon views and you get the city view on the front. And all these windows are bringing so much natural light. That's why they have these blackout curtains so you can totally black out the light in case you're trying to sleep. Let's go ahead. Again, walnut doors, marble floors, glazed tile, not only just in showers, but also on this back wall as well. And how cool is this freestanding tub?
I've never really seen anything like that. Would you like just kind of put your leg in there for scale, just show how deep that thing is?
Well, let me get right next to it.
Yeah.
So it's pretty big, and Mikey knows this really well by now. It's not a good freestanding tub unless it looks to a view. And in this case, it does. You're looking towards the canyons and you're private here. No one is gonna know that you're in the tub looking out because you're so high up.
You can just sit there and look out and think, what's with all the castles in this neighborhood? Please leave a comment below.
And of course, we have our walk-in shower here, marble floors, same glazed tile, your rain head and your body spray. And of course, you have your toilet right here on its own room, and you have the same vanities, basically a dual vanity setup right here, brass light fixture, and these Edison bulbs throughout.
Are Edison bulbs, are they more expensive than regular bulbs?
They are.
Yeah?
They are. So right here we have another hallway. On each side of me, there's actually closet space. Mikey, why don't you come in? It's currently open right now. Basically, this is for the final owner to come in and build it the way they want it so they can make the best out of the space.
Yeah, makes sense.
And same closet is also right here. Again, a lot of space. Kind of what you need when you have a master bedroom like this. All right, everybody, that was it for the video. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Again, I want to thank the listing agent, Eric Mccollum, for allowing us to tour his amazing listing. If you guys have any questions, drop us a comment below. And if you want us to tour more of these old historic Hollywood Hills mansions, just leave us a comment below and we'll do our best. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys on the next video.